Hi, welcome back. I'm actually discovering, believe it or not, that doing this whole homemade Christmas is actually costing me way more than it would be just to buy a nice present. You know what it is? I'm buying too much quantity. Like, I wanted to make jewelry, so I bought a bunch of stuff, and it was like I could make 20 necklaces instead of the one I wanted to make, and I spent $40 when I could have bought the thing for 10. And so I would have bought smaller quantities or had the supplies already, I could have really saved some money. But you live and learn. So living and learning is with this project of making a Christmas t-shirt. And the reason I wanted to do that was because for my own children, every year I buy them Christmas outfits. We have a bunch of Christmas parties, 5 or 6 with different family members, and I always want to buy them new dresses, and sometimes I even buy them like multiple dresses so they can have different ones at all these parties, and I end up spending a fortune on dresses that they maybe wear twice and then they're gone. So I saw this thing on Etsy to make this cute little homemade t-shirt with matching tutu, really simple, no sew, and I was like, oh my gosh, I think I might be able to make that. So I'll show you how it turned out. It's just a little reindeer, pink and chocolate brown with fabric swatches, and I just glued it on. I literally just glued it on. You can see I got some glue on him. Don't get glue on the felt, not good. So quickly how I made it was, I went to Walmart and I got some fabric. They had like fabric ends there, $2 for a little bundle, and I got 5 for $12. Is that even a deal? No. I'm really bad at math. I'm just realizing now I'm retarded. So anyways, these are the ones that I got, and I like, now that I'm home and I see how big they are, it's like I spent $12 and I can make 100, but I don't need to make 100. I also got some brown felty fabric so he's soft, the reindeer's head, and look I mean I can make 7 million. So my suggestion is to use scraps of fabric you already have at home, maybe from old clothes that no longer fit. You can use denim or get creative that way. Or go to your fabric store and buy, like, honestly, little squares if they sell it. And if not, ask them just to cut off little squares, and how much will that be? I don't know if they do that, but I'm sure they do. Otherwise, you're going to end up with a whole bunch. So altogether, this project cost me, with the OK glue, probably cost me $20. Now, that being said, I could make 100 of them, but I don't need 100, I need like 2. So this one was not a budget saver. But to quickly show you how I did it, I just cut the fabric out. I drew on the back of what I wanted it to look like, and then I folded it over so they could both match, cut them out with scissors, and then what I did to apply each of these things was just flip it over, use a paintbrush in a washable glue, apply it to the back of the fabric, and then press it onto the shirt. Now be sure to put paper or something in between so the shirt obviously doesn't stick together, and then you just have a nice shirt that nobody can ever wear. So afterwards, after I put them all in place, I use the same paintbrush and the same glue just to go around the edges. Now this is good for cotton. It dries clear, and it'll just make the edges not fray or catch, but you won't be able to tell that you did it. It's a lot like decoupaging, but don't do it on the felt. Don't get I'm going to have to obviously remake this little part or something, whatever, because it leaves like a little blah, blah, blah. But on the cotton, it's totally fine, and you can't tell. So yeah, there you go. You can make lots of little t-shirts, and I'm going to make a tutu to match, and I'll show you how to do that tomorrow. Really simple. Took me, I don't know, 20 minutes, not even, to put it together, and I used an old stained white shirt that we had in our closet. So if I would have done it correctly, I probably could have done this project for under $5. But I bought mountains of fabric like a retard. So maybe I should start pumping these out and selling them. I don't know. Now you're probably thinking, is it washable? Well, I did use Allen's washable fabric glue, and that's what I looked up as how to seal the edges. Now I wouldn't wash it all the time, but honestly it's a Christmas shirt. How many times are you really going to use it, and by next year your kids will outgrow it anyways. So perhaps hand wash it if you need to hand wash it at all. Yeah, to heat seal them, I read something about heat sealing them. I actually used a lighter and tried to seal the fabric so it wouldn't run, and it caught on fire. Honest to God, I am so mental. So absolutely use glue. Don't try to heat seal them. just by brushing the glue like you would decoupage on the fabric, it dries clear and it'll make sure. Now you can use this if you don't want to make t-shirts, you can make aprons, you can make snowmen, lots of different shapes, people's names. It's a fun alternative to iron-ons. So that's your tip of the day, and we'll see you next time.